What's going on, prospectors? Check out Backyard Shop Prospecting Etsy store, where you can find many handcrafted, artistic material type things like this. Our Stick Ninja. For only $49.99, you can have this handcrafted Stick Ninja. Just visit the Etsy shop for this and other handcrafted goods. What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. And what is happening? We are fishing around on the Etsy for some handmade crafts, and we came across some paydirt. I know Etsy's a weird place to find paydirt, and I've only done a couple of reviews on Etsy paydirt before. They've never been very good. So we're going to preface this with that. Maybe this will turn the tide. You never know. But what we wound up picking was a bag of paydirt from RJ's Paydirt, shipped to us here in this little blue baggie. Bubble pack, not too bad. I'll go ahead and read you the description so we can get an idea of what it is that we're going to be working with. Before I do that, though, make sure you hit that like. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that button as well. That way you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Otherwise, I just want to thank you all for tuning in. And so, like I said, we'll go ahead and read the description on this dirt. I'll put it up for you right here so you can read along. RJ's Paydirt. Let me find item details. Here we are. Gold panning dirt made by a gold panning fan. Only making 100 1-pound bags in this batch. Each bag will contain at least a 1/4 gram of gold. That's been added to them. Some will contain more, some will have extras thrown in just to add some fun colors to the pan. Rough opal, rough emeralds, fluorite, faceted gemstones, some small Herkimer diamonds, which are basically double-ended point, double terminated, very clear quartz crystals. Or just some other very cool quartz specimens. One bag will have his beloved 4.1713 gram nugget added to it. So this is going to be one of a lottery bag, I guess you could call it. But there is a minimum guarantee of a 1/4 gram. So it's a little bit of a chase. 100 bags. We'll see how it works out. Either way, that bag, almost 5 grams of gold, bonanza, really just wanted to give you all the best chance at getting a bit of the American experience. And give me an excuse to give the wife so I can get back out to the creeks and get some more dirt and gold. That's a pretty good reason to get out there, baby. I'm all sold out. I got to go get more. Work with me, girl. So, this is a seek and find item, not a lottery. It's meant for fun and education only. No, this is a lottery. When there's one that has the big pay and everything else is under, it's a lottery. It's what it is. He says 1/4 gram guaranteed, but expect closer to 3 and 0.3, and some have 0.5. So you could get anywhere between a 1/4 and a 1/2 gram. So yeah, there you go. So, like I say, shipped to me in this cool little blue padded bag. I already zipped it open. Inside the bag, we got a bag with another bag. Luckily, it's double bagged because there is some dirts that either leaked out or were spilt. I can't really tell. It does feel like about a pound of dirt in there. Nice heavy material. Not seeing any big rocks or boulders, so that's good. That's a good sign. Yeah, it looks like some of the dirt slipped out because I see some dirt in the zipper of the Ziploc. In the bag, we also got a little gold vial so that you'll have somewhere to put your gold when you're all done snuffering it up and drying it out. And this is bag 80 of 100. So hopefully he went ahead and put that bag in, or the nugget in, when he made all 100 bags and he's not making them as he goes. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully we'll be the one who gets that big gold nugget. But you never know. It's a lottery bag, so it is what it is. But there you go. That's what we got. RJ's Paydirt. We're going to flip over to the other camera and pour it out and see if we need to classify. It doesn't look like we need to classify. If you look real close, it's all pretty much soft, light sands. Either way, I'm going to get a pan underneath this before I open it, just because there is a little bit of dirt that's moving around in the baggie. But stick around. We'll be right back, and we're going to shake this out. All right, welcome back. Well, let's dump this dirt out. Got a little vial off to the side here. All right. Oh, okay. Well, it is heat sealed. I didn't notice that before. Unfortunately, he heat sealed it below the tear point, so that negates the value of the zipper, because you can't use the zipper if the heat seal can't be gotten to. So much for this bag. Chop it open just a little bit more. There we go. See an emerald. Chunks of dirt. Big green something. A little piece of quartz. There you go. That's that. So what we see already off the bat, there's a little quartz in there. The polished purple or teal stone. Thought I saw a little emerald in here as well. Not visually seeing any big chunks of gold, unfortunately. A little piece of pyrite. Well, maybe it wasn't an emerald. It's malachite. A little piece of malachite. Another little piece of no. The blood jasper, sea jasper. Oh, there's definitely gold in here because I just saw a piece and dropped it back in the pile. We'll find it on the sluice. But there you go. That's what we got. Some crunchy rock. Let's see what kind of magnetics we're working with. Now this shipped to us from Hudson Falls, New York. There you go. A little bit of magnetics in there as well. So those will give us a little bit of a challenge at the end. Doesn't look like an overwhelming amount, but we have been surprised in the past, so we'll keep an eye on that. Shouldn't be too big of a deal though. We'll get that out of the way. So alright, there you go. That's our dirt. We'll give you a quick close-up to it. This is what we're going to be working with. Alright. Now like I said, let's get it wet and run us some dirt. Stick around. Alright, welcome back. We got this dirt all wetted up and ready to go. Nice and dirty dirt. Look at that. A lot of organics that's floated up to the top after I got it wet. So that kind of sucks because I just put fresh water in here. So I would definitely recommend maybe rinsing off this dirt when you get it, if you have it going through a recirculating system. If you're panning it, well, you're probably going to toss your water when you're done anyway, so not a big deal. But the fact that there's so much organic little tidbits in here definitely lets me believe that this is natural pay dirt. And, or at least the dirt is. You know, that sounds like he added the gold. Now within there, I'm noticing a lot of these little dirt clods, little clay clods. So you'll definitely want to give the water some time to soak in, move it around a little bit, make sure you don't have any little dry spots or clay balls that are going to hold on to your gold. If you're putting it down a sluice and you have a little grate like I have, well, that's great. Use that to help break things up. Otherwise, let's get going running this dirt. Whoa. Let's see what kind of gold we got. All right, let's do it. All right. That's that. We'll let the thing run here for a second. Let's take a quick pick at any magnetics that we can fight out of the sluice before we deal with stuff. All right, let's see what we got. Bring you guys in for the review. And there we go. Definitely seeing a few pieces of gold in there. probably some more finer gold hiding up underneath those black sands. But a couple of nice pickers, little leaf, wiry gold right there. Alright. I don't know about a half gram, but I would say probably a quarter. Definitely at least got the minimum. But let's pull this out and see what we got. There you go. There's your gold, baby. Mostly medium to small flakes. No real fine gold in there. But there is that one nice little picker that you see over here on the side. Not too shabby. Stuff really likes to float, as it would. A couple pieces of wire gold in there, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so there you go. Not too bad. So we'll get this all suckered up. I'm going to run through the tailings real quick just to make sure I didn't lose anything. But otherwise, we'll be right back with our weigh out. Don't go nowhere. All right. We got this gold all dried up. RJ's Paydirt from Etsy is where you can find it. Of course, as always, there'll be a link down below. Well, we're ready to go. So let's see what we got. We got a bunch of little greeny gems and a little itty bitty quartz and a piece of pyrite. Most of it looks to be malachite. Little tumbled malachite chips. Not a whole lot of them, like 6. And then a couple looks like either jasper or something like that. Piece of pyrite. I think this is just dyed howlite. Not totally sure. Usually that's what comes in that color. Might be real turquoise. Who knows? More likely howlite. And then a little crystal chip. But of course, the main event, the gold. So let's see what we wound up getting. All right, 0.322 grams of gold is what we wound up finding. And there you go. We'll take a few pictures of this. Zoom in for you. But we'll take a couple pictures of this and be right back with your final words and ROI. Alright, welcome back. So, got that RJ's Paydirt. Let's talk about the dirt. The dirt itself was kind of dirty, as is most dirt. But there was a lot of dust in it, so it definitely murkied up the water. There was a lot of organics that wound up floating to the top. So, I would definitely recommend rinse this dirt off first. Maybe take it out back and just lightly water it down until the water starts running clear. You're not going to wash away any of your light gold. It's probably not in this anyways. I didn't find any flour gold whatsoever. So I would say it's definitely worth it to do that first as opposed to murkying up, especially if you're running a recirculating system. You don't want all that crap going through there. I just changed my water, and it's looking like I'm going to have to do it again. So, it is some pretty dirty dirt. Take that for what you will. I've had worse, I've had better, but it is what it is. So, rinse it off first, and I don't think you'll have any problems. Other than that, there was only a little bit of magnetics. I was able to take care of those with the small magnet. Just pulled those off the top, threw them back on the sluice, made sure there was no gold in them. Did the same when it was in the pan. And they were pretty easy to deal with. So not an overwhelming amount of magnetics in this dirt. So definitely a good amount. Easy to work out if you know how to deal with them. If you don't have a magnet, like one of these little guys, get one. At the very least, this is something you can use to shuffle them around, or get one of those big things. But definitely magnets in the toolkit is a great thing to have. Anyways, other than that, let's now talk about that gold. So the gold itself was mostly larger flake, large and medium flake. I don't know, take that for what you will. There was no fine gold in here, I guess is what I'm saying. There was no flour gold. So not a lot of stuff that you're going to have to worry about losing. I think this is a fairly easy bag to get the gold out of, so long as you can deal with the murkiness and the organics and whatnot. It's pretty good gold in there. Easy enough to recover, and it was nice and shiny at the end. There was one nice little picker in there. Unfortunately, I didn't get that 4-gram nugget, almost 4 3/4 gram nugget. Mine wasn't the winner. And I did get more than the guaranteed amount, which was 1/4 gram. I got a little bit above that. Well, let's just go ahead and go down the line, and I'll throw the little thing up over here. Boom. The bag cost $42. And there was some tax as well, but Uncle Sam gets that. But the bag itself is $42, no shipping. Free shipping. We wound up recovering 0.325 grams of gold. That's going to have a today value of $19.37, which is going to give us an ROI of about 46%. Now, although that is on the lower end, there was a guaranteed amount that was listed here. I got more than that, so I can't complain there. Such is it what it is when you go with one of these jackpot or lottery bags. His posting says it's not one. It kind of is. I mean, there's a jackpot. That's why I'm going to spend a little bit more to potentially get a lot more. But it is what it is. You just got to know that when you're going into this bag, is you might only get 1/4 gram, but at least you know that that's the least that you're going to get. In our case, we got 0.325 grams of gold, which was a little bit above that 1/4 gram guarantee. So no problems there. The ROI itself was 46%, and it was a pretty easy bag of dirt to go through. So not too bad. I mean, for something off of Etsy, I'm fairly pleased. I'd like to have seen a little bit more gold, but wouldn't we all? 100% ROI plus 600% ROI or 700, whatever. If I had got that big nugget, would be amazing. But I guess there's only one of those out of 100 bags, so be it. Either way, like I say, I'm not displeased with it. It is what it is, and for a little chance at some big gold, it's not too bad. So if you want to check one out, I'll leave a link down below. You can go check it out, pick one up for yourself. Or check out the many other paydirts that are out there and see what you can find. Who knows? Either way, it's not too bad. It isn't horrible, but it isn't great. But there were a couple little inclusions to go along with the gold. So as far as those go, they're tumbled pieces of malachite. I mean, you can get these by the pound for pretty cheap. And there's not a whole lot of them in here, so with the lacking amount, it'd be nice to see a few, or lacking size, it'd be nice to see a little bit more volume of them. But there is this little nugget of a blue gemstone type thing. I think it's just howlite. Might be turquoise. But that's kind of cool. Otherwise, the pyrite is pyrite, and this little murky, poor beat up quartz. Well, I'll pass that along probably to somebody. Either way, cool to get them, but could have seen a few more of those. There was a lot of inclusions that were mentioned on the posting. I didn't see any of them. There was no Herkimer diamonds in here. I was looking forward to getting one of those. There wasn't any of those. There was no rough emeralds in this bag. There was no whatever. I forget there was another one that it was listed on there. But there was just none of the premier rocks that were mentioned on the posting. I got some kind of second-rate cheap gemstones in there. So that's a little bit disappointing. So yeah. Now I realize I'm a little bit more disappointed with that than I am with the gold. The gold, like I say, it is what it is. You know, you take those chances. But in a bag like this, when a bunch of cool inclusions are mentioned on the posting, it'd be nice to get some of those ones. At least one, you know, a nice rough emerald or one of those Herkimer diamonds. Those double-ended quartz crystals. These are kind of crappy as far as inclusions go when you're mentioning other ones like that. So do take that into account. I guess he's making 100 of these and he might have ran out of the good gems. We're getting kind of the scraps here at the last end. I got bag 180 out of 100. So I guess there's 20 more of these to go. So who knows if somebody's already got the big nugget. But there you go. Now, if you've been with me this long, I thank you for hanging out today. If you liked the video, make sure to hit like. If you're not a subscriber, do the things that you know you're supposed to do. Everybody tells you all the time. You know what you got to do. Hit the buttons. Either way, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace!